Now Roethlisberger on first down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. First carry for James Conner. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly. But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Come on. First and 10.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Echo.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
12.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 29 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Check one, Omaha.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
13. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, a run from Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
26 Mike. You.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Day in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
That one goes for 24 yards. Ben to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is Connor, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. And it brings
Here's Snell yet again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Big edge.
Check.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom indeed. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
21. Here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida. 64 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Watch the run.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. 20! Open man is Switzer, complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the NFL right here on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is.
Strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And takes this one across the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Mahomes now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Keep it up, guys.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, here we
When
go.
I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
This is Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes is going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Here we go.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Max 22.
Garoppolo buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Max 22.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
11. Kill.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Push him back.
On second down, it's Ware. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44, Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. On the line, right? Give it 15. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sheldon Day able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game, they get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Garoppolo now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the 39, Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL and teams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw it here. goes. The 49ers get there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
15.
I got you.
Let's go, baby.
Back to throw, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
It's 3rd down and goal.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Switch. Blue dot quarters.
Hey, Sunday.
Delta.
Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Watch the safety creep.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Bravo! Bandit! Mike's 54! Mike's 54!
Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Steps away to his left, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Nico Hartman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
15.
SOS.
57.
Charlie.
Now it's Mahomes again, looking for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Hero 15.
Hayward. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Hey, watch.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like 20.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
53, check 53.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Riblet.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Exit, 54, block 54.
Now Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the 36, Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
I got this. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11.
They're running it.
21. Smooth. Hey, gun.
24 is the mic. Record.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yellow.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. Slam.
On Sunday.
Check three.
Let's get it right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You don't want that.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Eric Armstead gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 85 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Watch out. Set.
Yellow.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check, 43. 57 colors, 57 colors.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. On first down, it's McCoy. And some room to maneuver. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 40 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run again with Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, he can have one go in the wrong direction. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
15. Check 52. No.
They'll run on first down. Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's go, Willie!
They run it again with Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Twist. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. Check nickel.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that